Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the video update for the week of April 27th. This is our last week in April and supposedly the last week of the stay-at-home order, which is scheduled to expire next Monday, May 4th. We expect to hear further guidance this week from the governor of Minnesota, and I'm guessing that they will probably extend the stay-at-home order with some slight modifications to allow some businesses to reopen. Some manufacturing companies have reopened this week, and they have to have a plan in place on how to handle that. And I'm expecting that we will probably be able to get back into our office at some point in the next few weeks if we have a plan in place. And so I have tasked Moselle with gathering the necessary information, and she's sat in on a couple of different webinars and has read through a lot of requirements. So this next week we'll probably be working a bit at thinking through how we could in fact be open, maybe not to customers directly, but at least back in the office, at least on a part-time basis. I think getting back in the office will help us have a little bit better feel for normalcy, which will convey to our customers as well. And as the public becomes a little bit more open to doing business in a different way, we want to be able to be open so that we can drop off brochures or people can stop by and pick up brochures. I have to tell you that I've been impressed with our management team throughout all of this. We had a couple of meetings last week and discussed really how things are going in each of the different departments, and everybody on the management team has been really rolling up their sleeves and digging in and dealing with the myriad of issues that we face every day. These issues are all new, and so we have to think through our reactions and put plans in place. And as I say, I've been impressed with the management team on their willingness to tackle all of these things. I think if anything good has come out of this pandemic, it's the fact that we're working together really much better as a team. And not that we weren't working better before, or that there was anything wrong with the way that we were doing before, but I think we've been forced to look at things and draw on resources from throughout the company, and that has impressed me a lot. I know that this week Lee is going to be having starting some of the regional meetings with you folks, and that will be a good way for you to get to know some of the people in the other offices and learn to collaborate a bit more on the different issues. I think if there's anything we can agree on, it's probably that business going forward is going to be much different than it has been in the past. Not saying it good or bad, or it's just going to be different, and we have to learn how are we going to handle things different. If we haven't learned anything from this pandemic, it really will have been a waste of an opportunity. And so I am challenging all of you to think a little bit about your job and how we're going to do things differently going forward. There might be different ways for you to interact with customers. How are you going to market yourself to get to know your customers when maybe they're not going to be coming into the office and meeting you face to face? And how do we use some of the tools that are out there in order to make our operations as efficient and profitable as possible. This week's video is going to be a little bit shorter than previous weeks. I don't have any catchy theme song that has caught my ear in the last few days, or no croaking frogs to share with you, but Terry and I just wanted to let all of you know how much everything that you're doing is appreciated. We know that this has been really a trying time for all of us, and yet through it all, you've shown a sense of humor and buckled down to get things done for your clients, and that hasn't gone unnoticed. And I know that Terry and I are just really thrilled with seeing that the team that we've built. It was fun seeing everybody's comments to the hula wear on Friday, and you know, through all of this, we've got to maintain a little sense of humor, and even the picture of me with a coconut bra and dark hair from 20 years ago was fun to see. So thanks everybody for all that you're doing on behalf of Bursch Travel. Let's go out and have another great week. Thanks.